Fred here, and I have another vaping video for you. And in this video we're going to feature the IJOY Limitless Classic Edition RDTA. So what makes this special amongst all the other devices out there? Well, it is, or comes with, interchangeable decks, and it comes with a couple of them, and you can buy more. It also is a dripper and a tank all in one, and it's sort of a Jenny style tank, lack of a better term. Some people might not consider it, but I'm not a stickler for technicalities. But it would make a perfect gift for somebody, or a perfect all-in-one where someone who doesn't have a tank and a dripper, you could give them both with this one kit for a very low price. GearBest right now, I don't know what it's going to be by tomorrow, but right now it's selling for about $24, and I went ahead and provided the link below, which, by the way, full disclosure, GearBest did send me this unit for review. However, I'm going to give you the good and bad. We'll share the whole experience here, and I have nothing to hide. I have no vested interest. I'm always honest with you. You know, I reviewed the Limitless Plus in September, and it's one of my favorites. It's never leaked on me, even if I let it sit for a long time, and this is sort of the same. I love that. But like I said, this is sort of an all-in-one kit. It is an original. It's not a clone or anything. There's the authenticity thing. I already had it open, just sort of looking around. That was in there. But you get a lot of stuff. And like I said, you get a couple of decks, and they give you some more. We'll go over that. But you get the tank here. I'm going to put this here so it doesn't roll away. And we get a dripper deck right there. You're going to use this base to, whoops, and the gold-plated screw fell out there because they have adjustable 510 pin, gold-plated, of course. You get some glass tanks, so you got a spare one there. And it looks like we have a really large pin and a whole bunch of O-rings, and ooh, good. Comes with some Clapton in there, some Clapton cores, which we'll go ahead and use, and some other stuff. I'll see some grub nuts, all kinds of things in that baggie. You get 2 screwdrivers. Get the classic blue one that's down there, and you get a black Phillips here. Here's another build deck. This one is the Velocity style. Let you take a look at that 2-post design. And if you notice, see the threads there? Well, you can't because it's not in focus, but see those threads right there on this build deck? That means that it has a ring around the deck, so you don't have holes where you got to like work the wicks down. You could just drape the wicks over, and then you put the ring and screw it down on the threads, which makes it a lot easier to build on this. I really like that. And we also have, looks like a pre-built coil setup here. Got a whole bunch of cotton down here that wicks up, and nice little pre-built thing. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and build something using what they provided here, because I think that would be a superior experience than these here. What do you think? I think I'll go ahead and build using those Clapton instead, but really neat. Let's go ahead and start tearing down the tank a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, leave this up here. So you have a drip tip right there. And what's kind of neat about this is if you don't like these big bore tips, you could take a regular 510 drip. Well, you can't actually. It's loose. So my mistake there. You got to use that big bore guy there, or find yourself an adapter. There's the adapter. Already has it, so you can use regular 510. Alright, so I noticed that there are double O-rings right there, which I like, because that means it doesn't rock. And you have a hole there for side filling, which I really like. I'm going to go ahead and pull this whole cap off and let you see it has airflow adjustment. We have like 4 triangles on each side, and the way that works is these slots or opening will pass as you turn it, and allows more or less air in. Now, like I said, you have multiple, or specifically 11 optional interchangeable build decks. Now this kit includes one they call the IMC3, the IMC7, and then this three coil pre-built guy. Now this is the one that's the postless. So I've never messed with a postless before, so I think what we'll do is go ahead and build using that. I'm going to go ahead and start taking this apart, and like I said, see how you could drape the wicks right over, and then this sort of goes over, sort of a ring, so you don't have to try to poke it through the hole. Continuing on the build deck, you got the tank capacity, which is 6.9 milliliters, and of course you have the gold plated 510 tip right there, and 510 threads, glass, stainless steel construction. You got the tank. Now like I said, they also give you this dripper base, so let's say I could take this right here. Let's say I want to build a dripper and I want to use this particular interchangeable build deck, and then I would just take the cap and put it over here, and I would have myself a dripper, right? But I could take that same cap and continue on with building out this tank. Now the tank is, or both of these, is 25 millimeter diameter, so whatever device you put this on, just take that into consideration. So I'm going to go ahead and build on this flat style deck that was included. To change this out, you just simply unscrew the 510 thread, and then you could take this off and put, let's say I want to put this guy on here. Instead I would just sort of put this build deck on there instead. So it's pretty cool how it's interchangeable. So I'm going to go ahead and take the coils that were included in the package here. I'll let you see all the other O-rings and another big 510. But let's take a look. By the way, here's that 510 drip adapter. You can see how that sort of goes onto the cap if you don't want to use that big bore chucker. And here is the flat Clapton that they gave us here to try. So I'm going to go ahead and use this flat build deck. Supposedly that's supposed to be even more flavorful, better. I've never used one of these before, so I'm going to go ahead and build this out real quick. Okay, I went ahead and got those coils put in. We'll go ahead and light them up real quick. You can sort of see, not the most professional job, but now we'll go ahead and wick them. Went ahead and put some organic cotton on there, and we'll go ahead and test things out really quick. Make sure she's working. Putting on some Halo Cordoba that I've had laying around that I haven't got to. Should be a tobacco flavor, I believe. Always been a big fan of Halo. Trusted. That's the big thing with juices. Trusted sources. Always get your juice from a trusted source, where you know they're making it in a lab, where they're putting all the proper labeling on there. Alright, so I'm pumping 70 watts through here, so it'll take a little bit to ramp up. We'll go ahead and take a look at that, and whoo, we got some vapor, so we know it's working. So now I'm going to go ahead and tuck these wicks down. And remember I told you how it has those threads and it makes it easy to wick, because you don't have to try to get wicks down a special hole. So you sort of have those little indents right here. See? Remember I was talking about how having a ring that screws around that building deck makes it so easy to wick. You don't have to try to get the wick down the hole. So it makes Genesis style wicking really easy to do. You don't have to work it down a hole. So check that out. Remember I said side fill? Makes it filling so super easy. You just sort of pop it in there. Imagine, if you will, the cap was on it, you would just, you know, pull the cap up just a little bit. Again, you're going to look where the little drop is, because that's where you're going to fill it. And you just fill it up. So let's go ahead and fill this up. We'll go ahead and just light it off one more time just to make sure we're working good. Oh yeah. And we'll go ahead and put the cap on there. And we'll put the thing to suck the air out of it. And we'll open up that air flow wide open, as you can see right there. Oops, my hands are all juiced up here, but you can see how they close, open, 4 triangles, both sides, wide open. And woo, it's a monster. What's really neat is I could have took that very same build deck, just like the Velocity style, and put it into the dripper base, you know, and just have a dripper instead. So I have everything I need right here. It's really cool to have it all. So let's go ahead and see how the flavor is. Well, let's see how the vape is. Alright, this is the guy that was screaming at the door. I can't believe this little thing has so much noise comes out of this thing. This is Ty, my cat. I have my lab here. Hey, leave stuff alone. Just in case. Here, I'll let you see Carson. There's Carson. Want to vape? No, dogs don't vape. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try this out. And I got it on my Coolfire 4 Plus, 70 watts. It's right now reading 0.17 ohms. So if I press the button, as far as volts are concerned, it's about a 3.5. So it's kind of low for this setup. But I'm actually on this device. I could probably put it on something else. I'll try it on something else at a higher here in a moment. But let's go ahead and get an initial taste here. That is freaking impressive. Holy crap. That's pretty damn impressive. That might be the best vape of the year. I gotta do it again. I'm not even breaking 3.5 volts. Okay, just so you know, this right here is 0 nic, just in case you're concerned about for Ty here. Don't worry. Unbelievable. I gotta get this on a different device here and really pump up the volume. Okay, 110 watts. 110 watts, 4.4 volts. Holy crap. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I think we're close enough at the end of the year where I could just sort of state what the best tank is that I reviewed throughout the year. It's this. Holy crap. I am so very impressed. This is my first experience with this type of build deck, and it gives you a crazy amount of flavor and a crazy amount of vape, and it's flat. It's postless. It's a postless flat base. It's one of the building decks that I keep on calling it base, but it's one of the building decks that are included with this, along with one that's the post, you know, the Velocity style deck, and it also came with that pre-built 3-coil jobber. But I got to tell you, the one that came already sort of in here and used the coils, the flat Clapton ones, I know there's a technical name for it, you're going to get a vape like like you've never had one before. I am just extraordinarily impressed. What do you think, Ty? Is that the most impressive vape you ever had? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay, it's not another cat video. So, if you're looking for an unbelievable kit, that you get a dripper and a tank sort of together with different build decks, a lot of flexibility. You could go online, buy a whole bunch of other build decks. I think there are 11 available. You got adjustable airflow. You have the airflow coming in the top. That's really important for me because I will not buy a tank anymore where the air flows through the bottom, because inevitably after sitting down for a while they'll leak out of those air holes. So I must always have the airflow on top or I won't review it, because I do review quite a few tanks and sometimes one will be sitting for a while and then they always leak if it's on the bottom. And the juice flow on the side where you just sort of pull the cap a little bit up and on the side, and it's adjustable airflow and amazing flavor and amazing vape. And the last important thing that I wanted to point out is you get, you know, a second glass 6.9 milliliter capacity, but you can, you know, put the 510 drip tip adapter on there, 510 threads, gold plated, steel, glass. It's the whole package. It's the whole package. That's the IJOY Limitless Classic Edition. Unbelievable. I highly recommend it. This is the device of the year. Alright. Thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening wherever you are. Take care. Bye.